Spider, 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 fleas, beasties, spiders. Spider. All right, bro. So this is part 2. This is 25 to 1. Part 1 was albums 50 to 26. Here it is right here if you want to check it out to see the full list. But yeah, here's the final part of my top 50 albums of the 2020s. At 25, I'm going Fancy That by Pink Pantheress. Again, this was her last project. Dude, anytime she dropped, it's hard. And it's short projects. I love the short projects, short and sweet, get straight to the point. This is nine songs. 9 songs, and I bet you it still move numbers, bro. To all my artists out there, you don't got to do 20 songs, bro. You can do 10 and still move numbers. But yeah, this is like over, I know for sure top 10 for me, 2025. Might have been top 5. And this is the first time Pink ever said nigga in a song. I didn't think she had it in her. Caught me extremely off guard. I was like, I thought she was one of them light skins that didn't do it. Salutes and cahoots to you, though. But yeah, my top 3, no misses. I'm going Romeo, Stay Side, and Nice to Know You. And I'll rate this at 88 overall. At 24, I'm going Flex Music by Osama Sun. This is the highest rated underground project of this like current generation of underground artists. But this is one of the ones I can't lie, bro. It's like slowly this album just grew more and more on me. Like not too long ago, this was probably like this time last year, this was like at an 80, you know. Then not too long ago, bumped up to 85. Now it's past the 85, you know. But yeah, like from top to bottom, this is O's best project. Then he also the highs are crazy, but overall it really is a consistent project. And you know it's an Osama project, so the production gonna be slapping. Then the deluxe just made this junk so much better. And then my favorite Osama Sun song, 2 of my favorite Osama Sun songs are on this project. That being Talking to a Ghost and Congratulations. Congratulations, like the first song that my friend put me onto, and that's what really made me like dive into O's discography. I say a total of 17 out of 23 songs. My top 3, I'm going Talking to a Ghost, Congrats, and Kills. And I rate this at 88 overall. At 23, I'm going Too Alive by Yeet. My nigga, Yeet! Bro, you gotta listen to your old stuff, and then hopefully that will reignite the flame that you once had. Cause you bullshitting now, but bro, this project is crazy. This project is genuinely crazy. And dude, him and Uzi were such a duo back in the day. I don't know how they would be now considering where Yeet is at. But back in the day, they was going crazy. And these two, Uzi blessed him with 2 peak features. Insane what he did on those songs. You really can't go wrong on which song you think is better. Some days I'm like 3G, some days I'm like Big Tonka, but I'm gonna say 3G better right now. Then also you got a great Gunna feature, a great Thug feature, Outside. That's such a banger. And dude, it completely escaped my mind that him and Ken Carson have a song together. What happened between those? Just Yeet and the whole Opium Collective. But yeah, bro, I was sleeping on a couple songs, and it's one of those albums I feel like you sometimes are going to sleep on some songs, but then when you go back to it, you're going to find a gem like every time, because you know what I'm saying? It's loaded with songs, first of all. And then also, this album is just like that. Like, genuinely special. Yeah, I say a total of 25 out of 29 songs. My top 3, I'm going Outside, Call Me. I think Call Me is top 5 Yeet. Call me, maybe you say that's special. I don't care. It's top 3 Yeet. But yeah, Outside, Call Me, and 3G. And I rate this at 88 overall. At 22, I'm going DS Forever by Gunna. This album was a moment, bro. Had a whole world talking about pushing P. Niggas didn't even know what P was. I didn't. I thought it was like pineapples at first. I ain't gonna hold you, but that's. I seen people trying to do revisionism, talking about this song wasn't even like that. Like, why did this song go crazy? I think that song is very gas to this day. I still play it to this day. If I get Ox at the function, you're probably gonna pushing P. You're probably gonna hear it. But yeah, the highs are some of Gunna's best work, bro. Like, he started off really strong. I knew he was in for the treat when he started off with, but I made a way. I knew he was in for a treat when he started off with Private Island. But hold on, I'm trying to pull up the track list real quick. But yeah, bro, he starts off with Private Island, Pushing P next song, Poochie Gown next song, Mop next song. Thought I was playing Pete Power, How You Did That, Lot of Cake, Living Wild. Then after that, that's when shit gets shaky. Like, towards the middle, album sort of falls off. Like, I'm not a fan of the Chloe song, not a fan of G Herbo song, Flooded, the Young Blue song, but he started off really, really strong. Some of Gunna's best work is on this album, and I wish he would have kept the deluxe, because
He has some song. I don't know why he scrapped those songs, but like foreign push start, skirt, open the door and park. Don't play with me, I'm a shark. That I wish that would have stayed, but the only song he kept was P Power, and he had like some other gems too. That was hard. I saved a total of 17 out of 20 songs. My top 3, I'm going south to west. Living Wild. I think Living Wild is top 2 Gunna song. And what? Oh, Private Island. And I rate this at 88 overall. At 21, I'm going Heroes and Villains by Metro Boomin. This project just feels like an album. Just feels like a body of work. You're immersed. You got transitions. You got Morgan Freeman narration. It just feels like an album, and that's one of the things I feel like what made it really stand out, especially when it came out, because it was almost like a breath of fresh air. I'm not gonna lie, like really, really great album. Only thing I could say, I'm really not too. I don't have a problem with 21 Savage. I'm just not the biggest fan of what he does on here. Like that him and Young Nudie song, I probably don't ever go back to that song. It's not a bad song though. Save total 14 out of 15 songs. My top 3, Metro Spider. Spider, please these bitches, Spider. Thug went crazy on that one. Metro Spider, Superhero, of course. I still question why Chris Brown was on that. Not needed at all, but Future does Future things, and the rest is history. And I'm going Around Me by Don Toliver on that one. And I rate this at 88 overall. At 20, I'm going Heart Soul Separately by Mariah the Scientist. Came out last year. This was in my top 3 albums of 2025. Just really nice body of work. I will say the production isn't as good as Rider's World, but this album is more complete, more consistent. And I love the love themes, even though that's common with Mariah in general. But I just love this album. Got the pink cover. I love pink, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a loving nigga, you know? Like eternal. Two of us, eternal pain. Starting to think this feeling is eternal game. I love that song, bro. Her and Callie went crazy. Is it a crime? I fell in love. That's crazy too. No More Entertainers. Great outro. That's crazy. It is a real song. And you know she got the great songwriting. I would really, bro, what really had me hot. But like I told you, I've been rocking with Mariah for a minute. Been on that train, bro. I signed up for her tour, like the pre-sale, to get the tickets a lot cheaper. The email went to my spam, and I was at work, so I wasn't able to get the tickets. By the time I tried, it was all sold out. I didn't know Mariah fans was writing like that. I didn't know that. And then they had upticked the prices like crazy high, like 200. I know Mariah tickets probably like on sale. It's probably going for like 80. So I just wasn't gonna do that. But that one really hurt me, bro, because I probably would have saw her. I think it would have been last week, and Thug was there too. So damn. But yeah, that one hurt. Definitely got to catch her performing live on time. People say she's not a good singer live. I got to see it to believe it. I'm always supporting her because I've been rocking with her for a minute. I just really love her music. But yeah, my top 3, I'm going Eternal Flame, Is It a Crime, and No More Entertainers. Just talked about all 3 of them. No misses on here, and I rate this at 88 overall. At 19, I'm going Life in Hell by Lancey Fuchs. I don't know. I've been pushing this shit out since the time it came out. This is one of the best albums of this decade. Does not get the love it deserves. And I discovered that my favorite side of Lancey is his singing side when I heard this album, because it's my favorite album of Lancey's, bro. Like, this shit is genuinely special. Been rocking with this since it came out, bro. Like, one of them ones. Some of my favorites, not some of my favorite Lancey songs. Some of my favorite songs in general of this decade are on this project. Multiple. You just got heavenly vocals and songs where Lancey is spitting shit. Like, it's great. And it was crazy because I was sleeping on Almost Ready, and I feel like I'm me. I was sleeping on both of those. My top 3, I'm going Ride Till You Die. Whew, special song. Now Then with 0707 Shake and Spirit of Ecstasy. All beautiful songs. I saved a total of 18 out of 22 songs, and I rate this 89 overall. At 18, I'm going The Eternal Take Deluxe by Lil Uzi Vert. I want to say when this came out, I definitely did like this more than the original Eternal Take, but it grew off me a little bit. But I still can see its greatness. This is still a great body of work. If the year 2020 had an anthem, it would be this tape for me. Because this was in play that whole time. It's still in play now. Because, bro, that tape is just filled with so much, like, shit, bro. It's crazy. And this really revolutionized the deluxes. Because at this point in time, when people drop the deluxe, it would be like a little 4-pack, a little 5 extra songs. Then they started doing the whole deluxes, but it's a whole different album. Like, or for a lot of other artists, they were throwaways essentially. Like Lil Key did it. Who else did it? A lot of artists followed this wave. I think Nav did it. Like, everyone hopped on this. The deluxe is gonna be 10 extra songs, a whole different album pretty much. But only Uzi, I feel like, was the only one that executed it well. Because both albums, generational in their own right. And Thug and Uzi really shine as a duo on this project. On top 3, I'm going Moon Relate, Money Spread. He was rapping his ass off. And Bean, No Misses. I rate this 89 overall. At 17, I'm going to Hell With It by Pink Panthers. This is her best body work. Her first project. Special. That's all I can say. Special. Got some of my favorite Pink songs. I think it has I say my second favorite Pink song is on this project, but special. Like I can't say too much. It's special. It really is just special. She really came into a game with a heater. Came into the game one of the best projects this decade. Insane. My top 3, I'm going All My Friends Know, Reason, and Notice I Cried. No Misses, of course, and I rate this a 90 overall. We got our first 90. At 16, I'm going Imaginal Disc by Magdalena Bay. Coming into this project, definitely didn't think, I didn't know if I was gonna like it or not, but I didn't think I was gonna love it like this. But it wowed me. And I thought it was gonna be one of those instances, okay, it was a great first listen. No, I came back to it and I found out I liked some songs more. It was crazy. I like calling them end of the song merchants because like at the end of the songs, there's multiple songs where they just start going crazy. It's like if you just pay attention to that, you'll notice it. But yeah, I say a total of 13 out of 15 songs. My top 3, I'm going Cry For Me, Death and Romance, and Tunnel Vision. I rate this a 90 overall. I'm not gonna lie, I need y'all to drop again because this is hard. This is hard. At 15, ooh, I love this one. I absolutely love this one, overly. At 15, I'm going The Snow Strippers by Snow Strippers, self-titled. Their best project. When I heard this, Snow Strippers on this list like 3 times, I think. When I heard this though, the first song I heard, the intro song, that's when I knew they was special. That one changed me. Know My Name. Know My Name. I like the way you call me crazy. It's beautiful. And I heard it live too. I will say though, the live version didn't live up to what I needed it to be. Granted, they're still getting used to this life. Because they're freshly new. So I give them some slack, but I love that song. One of my favorite songs this decade. But yeah, top 3, I'm going I like to Know My Name, Genocide, love that song too. One of my favorite songs of theirs. My second favorite song of theirs actually. And Hospital Radio. And Hospital Radio is my third favorite song of theirs. And I rate this a 90 overall. At 14, I'm going Saheem by Sa Baby. Saw him perform this project live, man. Really didn't boost it. I ain't gonna lie. I was already rocking with this project a ton. But, you know, I've been familiar with Sa for a minute, you know. Checked out some of his old shit. I heard some of Pull Up With a Stick. You know, I've been familiar with him. But this album just shifted my whole view on him as a rapper. Like, I think Sa's top 3 rapper right now. I need him to drop something this year. We gave you the benefit of the doubt because you went crazy 2024. You know what I'm saying? And you toured the album at the start of 2025. Cool. I need something from you this year. You're top 3. He's top 3. I'm telling you. Every feature that he's been on, he has slid. The Don Toliver. He made that song. Made me want to check it out. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for him, come on now. The shit I only have. Mike Will made it. Come on now. On Jack Boys. Come on now. Like he really on Yeet album. Come on now. Like he really doing this, bro. I need something from him this year. Like no question. Yeah, there's so many songs that I just Mirror Picks, Belt Boys. So many songs, bro. My top 3, I'm going Kodak, 1095 Osborne Street. Almost cried when I heard this live, and I'm going On Film. Say the total. Oh, No Misses. No Misses. I forgot. I didn't know that one. I'm looking at my notes. No Misses. Rate this 90 overall. At 13, I was just talking about how crazy old Lil Baby was, bro. At 13, I'm going My Turn by Wham, bro. I've been up to this point. I have been rocking with Baby for a minute, man, and so to see him really blow up off this, not blow up, but like dominate. This is when he started dominating. After this album, it was like, it was a great feeling. Because I literally saw him like go up. It was crazy, bro. Been with him since, That's My Dog. That's My Dog. I think it might have been another song, but I'm pretty sure it's My Dog that my brother put me on too. But been with him for a minute, bro. And just to see this album go as crazy as it did, it was like crazy. And that's why to see his fall off also hurts me like 20 times more, because I've just been with him forever, bro. And shit hurt my heart. But this is like peak music, bro. 2020. Eternal Take in this album. Those were the 2. The Eternal Takes in this album. Those were the 2. And you can literally like, there's so many just gems on this album. So many gems on this album, bro. It's ridiculous. And one of the best deluxes ever. is used on this project. But I say a total of 22 out of 26 songs. My top 3, I'm going Humble. I think that's Baby's best song, probably. No, actually, I don't think that anymore. Actually, I might think that. I'm going Humble, Emotionally Scarred, and Heating Up. Heating Up, bro. Heating Up with Gunna is like, that's their best song. They both rap their ass off. And up to that point, I feel like we didn't really ever hear Gunna rap like that, but he did on that one. He went crazy. I think Gunna had the best verse. And I rate this a 90 overall. At 12, I'm going A Great Chaos by Ken Carson. It's crazy because literally when this album dropped, I gave Offset first listen. I didn't like Ken Carson like that at that time. But after this, I liked him so much. I went to his concert. It was crazy. By the way, that was my first mosh pit experience. Awful time. Had on a jacket. It was raining. It was an awful experience. But and I literally I told myself I'm probably never mosh pitting again. I've been in a couple mosh pits since, but not like that where I'm really trying. That shit was awful. But yeah, one of the best Rage albums. You know what I'm saying? Just defined a whole wave. Started a whole wave of a sound. And the second half of the album, that's where it really gets me. That's where it really starts picking up for me. Yeah, some Pete Ken Carson on here in my top 3. Wait, actually, saved total of 19 out of 25 songs. My top 3, Overseas, Don't Care. That shit's hard. I Need You in Green Room. Hearing Green Room live, that shit beautiful. And I rate this at 91 overall. At 11, I'm going His Brother, No Stylist by Lone. But I wake up, no stop, bro. I truly didn't see the greatness of this album till I think around this time last year. But man, beautiful beats, beautiful some disgusting Lone flows. Some of his best flows is on this shit, bro. Just flowing. This is peak music, bro. Look, I'm about to get riled up talking about the album, but it don't get too much better than this, bro. Some just some of the songs, bro, had the stank face the whole time. It really don't get a lot better than this, bro. But yeah, the project is called No Stylist, and you know it lives up to that name because it do make you feel rich. It make you feel like that nigga. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to feel like that. So if you want to get in that bag, play this shit, bro. I say a total of 22 out of 24 songs. My top 3, I'm going No Stylist, Crystal Castles. When I heard Crystal Castles, man, oh my goodness. And Veteran, I think that's Ken and Lone's best song together to this day. And I rate this a 91 overall as well. Ooh, we at top 10 time. Are you locked in? Because I'm locked in. At 10, give me a Gift and Curse by Gunna. Give me a Gift and Curse by Gunna. Very personal album. And I wish Thug was on this timing. I wish Thug would have got out of jail, dropped a mad personal album, and it was this good. I wish it would have happened, but we don't live in that timeline. Gunna did it for us. But got P Gunna on here, some of his best works. I feel like towards the middle, it sort of falls off. I will say that does affect the album for me. But the end is a nasty run. The ending of this album is a nasty run. I think it's a run that gets us a bread and butter, turns your back. I was just thinking, and all right, I think that is the run. But, that's some Pete Gunna music on here. Really love it. And you know, this is one of those albums I hold near and dear to my heart because, I feel like it's perfect. It's a personal album, so I feel like it's perfect when you're going through something. I was going through something like some bullshit February last year, February, January, March, and this album was my theme, straight up. But yeah, my top 3, I'm going All Right, Bread and Butter, and Turns Your Back. No misses, rate this a 91 overall. Number 9, I'm going Hurry Up Tomorrow by The Weeknd. My second highest rated 2025 album. For a minute, I thought maybe this might be The Weeknd's best jump. But then, I was like, nah, I might be tripping a little bit. I don't think I was tripping. I just you know what I'm saying? I wasn't rocking that way too much, but great, insane project. Got some personal ties to this album too, man. Some special memories. Actually, not special, bad memories with this album. Still holds a special place in my heart, though. And it's crazy because, when I heard The Weeknd was dropping a 22-song album, I got extremely worried and cautious. Expected the worst. But he hooped. He went out there and hooped, did his thing, and I left impressed. Take Me Back to L.A. and Abyss with Lana are just nasty. But yeah, my top 3, I'm going Baptized in Fear, Without a Warning, and Reflections Live. Shout out to Travis Scott for that rare, good feature. Actually, amazing feature, I'm not going to lie. And I saved a total of 17 out of 22 songs. And I rate this a 93 overall. At number 8, I'm going After Hours by The Weeknd. Back in the day, I want to say this was a 10. But it definitely has dropped a couple notches. It was 100 overall back in the day, I'm not going to lie. This was another big theme for me in 2020, though. Just loved the whole sound. And yeah, The Weeknd. Weeknd's had a very great decade this year. And the deluxe was gnarly. Maybe about like 5 songs, but did what it needed to do. But yeah, my top 3, I'm going Escape from LA, After Hours, and Snow Child. I rate this 93 overall, no misses. At 7, this may be a hot take, bro. I don't care. Do not care. Do not care. I've been defending this album. I will continue to defend this album. Holds near and dear to my heart. I'm going Music by Playboi Carti. You know what I'm saying? I just love the whole vibe around it. The whole Atlanta homage, Swamp, Izzo. I've been a big guy, like those older Atlanta tapes, like Thug and them. When they had the DJ screaming every 10 seconds, shouting himself out, shouting out the artist. I love that. I love that. So he does it really well on this project. I love what Swamp Izzo does. I love just the different type of vibes you get. I will say there is some filler that really didn't have to be on here. For instance, especially after hearing some of those leaks, you could have replaced them. But like, for instance, Munyon does nothing for me. I would be fine with fine shit off the album as well. And of course, the Kendrick features, I mean, Back Doe. I like Back Doe. I like Mojo Jojo. I think it's this. I think that's a song where Kendrick does the ad libs. I like Mojo Jojo with his ad libs, but then like also too much Travis Scott. Travis Scott consistently stunked it up for me. Only part I find him decent on is the song with Future. I can't think about the top of my head, but that song is nasty. But yeah, bro. I mean, bro, you got Trim on here, Hood by Air, which is special, like Weezy. And much more. Just a very enjoyable project. Yeah, my top 3, I'm going Olympian. Top 5, Cardi. Top 5. Pop Out. Hearing that live was crazy. Also, hearing this album live definitely probably does a play effect into this. And last but not least, this one got it. Saved a total of 29 out of 35 songs. I rate this a 93 overall. At number 6, I'm going Sling by Clairo. Get out this way. No misses. This is the perfect fall winter album. It really is. And it's like one of the most peaceful albums I've ever heard, bro. I used to play this like after I got out of my classes, come home, I'd be a little sleepy. This album helped me go to sleep because it's the most peaceful album I've ever heard. I love it. It's just it's one of those albums you got to play from top to bottom. But yeah, and it was crazy because when they came out, I think this was a 2021 drop. Because I just had heard Immunity was my introduction to Clairo. Really loved it. Heard Sling, I was super disappointed, but like it literally grew on me the year Charm dropped. That's 2023, right? I think 2024. I don't know. But that year that Charm dropped, it grew on me. But yeah, my top 3, I'm going Blouse, Just for the Day, and Harbor. No misses, like I said. Rate this a 93 overall. Top 5. Cinco. I'm going Eternal Take. It's Lil Uzi Vert. I'm going Eternal Take by Lil Uzi, man. Right now, I think this is his best project. That could change here soon. But right now, we'll say this is his best project. Definitely his best project this decade, no question. But yeah, bro. Like I said, I used to have the Eternal Deluxe over it. But one day, I just looked at the songs on Eternal Take. And I was like, I'm tripping. This is better. I'm tripping. You got it, Uzi. This was worth the wait. When this dropped in the middle, I think I was in English class that morning. When that dropped, did not care what the teacher was talking about. Check this album out. Uzi's rapping. It was worth the wait. Worth the wait. Top 3. Ventava. Prices. He used that Travis sample better than Travis did. And Bigger Than Life. No misses. Rate this a 93 overall. At number 4, I'm going Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish. Before this, I didn't really rate Billie. Didn't care for her. Only had heard that first initial project that didn't come out this decade. Forgot the name. But it didn't move me. So I didn't really care for her at this point. That would all change after this one. For a little bit, this was my album of the year. That year it came out, but then, something else happened. But special. I really wanted to go to her tour for this, but I couldn't do it. But it was like hours away. I wasn't going to make that drive. And then Billie got banged. Billie be selling out arenas, so it cost. But, whew. Some of the vocals on here, and I really love Cheerio. Like, that production is something I wouldn't imagine something Billie would be on. But she does it, and she did well. I love that. It's like 5-6 minutes, but I'm playing that whole 5-6 minutes. Birds of a Feather. That's a hit for a reason. Birds of a feather, we should stick together. I know, I said I never. I don't care. That's a banger. Lunch. I could eat that girl for lunch. Like, let's taste it on my tongue. Come on. That's good hoops. That's good hoops. I will say though, like towards the endish, it sort of falls off for me. Like Llama or the Mia V, I'm not the biggest fan. The Diner, not the biggest fan. But Blue, only negative thing I can say, I wish Blue was just the first part, cause that we don't hear Billy like that. We don't have a song with Billy like that. It's a very unique song. I wish it was just that first half. Still a great song in total, but I had to literally do it myself. I had to take off the second half because I just love the first half so much. I didn't need the second half. But yeah, No Misses, my top three. I'm going Birds of a Feather, Blue, and Chario. I'll rate this. Drum roll, please. 94 overall. At 3, I'm going Charm by Clairo. This is not her best. This is not Clairo's best project. It's not. It's her second best. Immunity's better. But this was the 2024. I think it's 2024 album of the year. Yes, 2024 album of the year. And it's interesting because from top to no, actually, I just feel like compare it to Sling. Sling has standout songs. I don't know. I feel like with Sling, because I don't want to say that. I feel like with Sling and Charm, it can really go back and forth. It can really go back and forth. But I do give Charm a little bit more of the edge. Just because I feel like it does have just a little bit more standout songs to me. Just a little bit more songs that move me. But depending on the day, I do think Sling can take it. But yeah, I love the production on here. And hearing the album live was I'm not going to say it was a great experience because I almost passed out. Long story. Almost passing out at a Clairo concert. I've been to Playboy Cardi, King Carson. I ain't never happened, but Clairo, that's crazy. But still, love her vocals. Hearing that live was beautiful, man. Love how they charmified some of her older songs too. But yeah, great project. And this is also, I feel like, one of those ones where you got to play front to back as well. Yeah, my top 3. I'm going Out of My Love, Nomad, and Echo. I rate this a 94 overall. At the 2, Shadow Shade. At 2, I'm going Wanna. And you got to add the deluxe on. You got, there's so many bangers on here. It's actually absurd. In the production. The production. It just will have you in disbelief. Wanna and Wheezy at this point, they was looking like they was going to be one of them duos. But unfortunately, things happen. But man, street sweeper. You got I Been Get It Since a Dollar, I Keep Dollars on My. So many hits. You got the Lil Baby song. You got the Uzi song. You get so many bangers on this one. You got Travis Scott. You got Roddy Ricch. It's so many bangers. But yeah, it's a long, I think it's like 25 maybe, but no misses. No, not I misses. The energy, the sound, all of it, I love it. Gunna's probably never making music this again. I mean, Gunna's probably never making music this good again. We just gotta accept it. But yeah, Dirty Diana. Hearing that first time, that had me ready to call him the GOAT. That's how nasty that song is. But my top 3, I'm going to Do Better. I had 200 for lunch. And Sun came out. Oh! Rate this a 96 overall. And last but not least, I'm out Uno. I don't know if y'all saw this coming. If I myself did not see this coming like a year ago, would have never guessed it. But at my 1, I'm going a whole lot of red by Playboy Cardi. No misses for real. I will say I'm not the biggest fan of the Kanye song or Metamorphosis just because of Cudi, but I can tolerate those. And I rate this 100 overall, by the way. I do a 0 to 100 scale. So for some people call 10s, right? It's one of my few 100s. And you know, there is some glaring songs, like for instance 2. I just mentioned Jump Out the House used to be a miss for me too. But the thing and why I gave this album 100 overall and why I recently started rating this album so hard, it's because like it just, when I look at my 100s, I'm not looking for perfection because no human can make perfection. It's just not possible. We're flawed beings. We can't make something perfect. It's not possible. So I'm looking for how good music can get. That's how my 100s are. Whole Lot of Red is as good as music can get. Whole Lot of Red makes me feel something that not many other albums make me feel. Stop Breathing, No Sleep, New Tank, New Neon, Control, Sky, Over, I Love You, I Hate You, Die For My Guy, I Feel Like Dying. There's so many songs, and some of my favorite songs of this whole decade are on this, but there's so many songs that just move me and captivate me, that make me feel something that I really don't get from these other albums. That's why I had to give it to 100. And for sure, like I said, from top to bottom, it's not the strongest. I'm not gonna lie, but the highs are just so damn high. I feel like it covers it, and it's some of the best music I've ever heard on this one project. Hearing On That Time live, I wish Cardi would have performed Control. I would have cried. But hearing On That Time, right on time with Draco, D-R-A-C-O, changed me. I ain't gonna say it changed me because I already love that song, but like, it's crazy how like just this album just kept on slowly evolving and gaining. Because when Whole Lotta Red first came out, I didn't think it was bad. I just thought it was mid. And Control and On That Time are still two of my favorite songs. But then slowly the Whole Lotta Red effect happened. It started going up, and like at this point last year, I probably rated it like an 85. And I thought it was Cardi's worst because of some of the weaker songs. But then I really looked at it. I'm like, the highs just move me in a way that a lot of music can't, and it just covers it up. And it's just an insane album experience. I got to give this 100 because it's like no other. I feel, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was driving this. I played this album from top to bottom for this video, and it was after the Cardi concert. I was driving to Texas. It was like an hour road trip. I think probably played it front to back twice, and I was going crazy because it just makes you. It's something else. And hearing it live too definitely did play effect to it. Got those memories now, but this is 100, bro. I don't care. Yeah, no misses. My top 3, going Control, which is my favorite song this decade. On That Time, and I'm either gonna go Stop Breathing or New Tank. Can't go wrong with either of them. And like I said, I rate this 100 overall. But yeah, those are my top 50 albums of this decade, man. We'll be back in 5 years to complete the list. I might do eventually get around to just my top. I might do a 2010's list maybe, but I think I might do like just the top 100 albums ever, you know. So that might happen, but like I'm subscribed to good shit. This video took a little longer for me to do, green screen and shit, but yeah, I'm Nosky. Lay y'all niggas.